I'm currently working on a complete history of Apex Legends, like from before it even dropped, all the way up to the present, just going like season by season, showing numbers and talking about like the metas and limited time modes and everything like that. And just basically like how the game got from where it started to where it is now. But that's not really what I'm going to be talking about in this video. You'll probably be able to see that one either tomorrow or Friday. But in this video, I wanted to just more go over like my own personal experiences with Apex and the future of it on this channel, I guess, because of late I've just been feeling like off about Apex. Like something about it just feels different. And in this video, I'm going to try to like pinpoint it and why, you know, it's just so different from what it used to be, like how it, I guess, strayed from that. So the first thing that I want to talk about is just basically the game feels a lot less chaotic, if that makes sense. Now, if you played back in preseason or season 1, basically any time before World's Edge came out, you were basically in like the wild west of Apex Legends, where it was just whoever was moving fast enough, because, you know, people didn't really know the circles yet. They didn't really know like good rotations or anything. It was just a lot of chaos. It was a lot of like fast shooting, fast moving, you know, gunfights and rotations and everything. Just people like trying to outplay each other. And it feels like the game doesn't have that aspect anymore, because they've been trying to rein it in for, you know, a competitive scene. And I'm of the opinion that Battle Royale games will never become big esports, because they're so difficult to watch. If you don't like, I have, you know, 1,800 hours in Apex, and I'll be watching like their global series. Those switch cameras like from one team to another team, and I'm like, where are we right now? Like, it's too difficult to follow. There are too many people, and usually in those there's too little going on, because, you know, nobody fights until the last few minutes, because it's all about where you rank and not about how many kills you get. And I've been watching these like Battle Royale esports since back like in the beginning of PUBG, and none of them have ever gotten better. I've watched PUBG, I've watched Fortnite, I watched a little bit of the Warzone one, Apex. All of them suck. Like, I'm gonna keep it real with you. There's no way to do that. So it kind of bothers me a little bit that the devs keep like tailoring these maps and tailoring updates to the like esports scene, when I don't think it's ever gonna be like a real esports scene. And that's not a diss on the game, that's the way the genre is. Like, if you turn on ESPN, you could watch like a League tournament, or you could watch an Overwatch tournament, or a Rainbow Six tournament, but you're never gonna see a Battle Royale tournament other than like on Twitch with, you know, at most 100,000 viewers. So that's kind of how I feel in general about the changes that have been being made since season 3. I really genuinely think that after season 3 ended is where the game started to, you know, take a pretty steep dive downhill. Now, the numbers don't necessarily show that, but I completely contribute the numbers going back up to the fact that everyone was just home sitting around doing nothing. At this point, everybody knows that you can't mention the unnameable plague on YouTube, so I'm gonna, you know, talk about it vaguely. But when the devs said that they hit their highest numbers since, you know, launch back in I believe it was the beginning of season 5, I honestly just contribute that to the fact that everyone was sitting around doing nothing. Loba is a horrible character. She, you know, contributes basically nothing to the actual gameplay, and she's just like a nice piece to fit in with the lore. I was pretty excited for her when she first dropped, because I thought she'd be a lot more useful than she is, but alas, she is, you know, not useful at all. And that's kind of the way I felt about Revenant from season 4 till season 6. And while, oh, what's her name? I can't even remember. Rampart. While Rampart, like, adds, you know, something to the game, I feel like she doesn't really, you know, add anything super useful. She has a stationary turret in a game that's entirely based around movement. So she feels, you know, not that great of a character. I don't think the walls that she puts up are that great either. People played her for like 3 days and they were like, oh man, she's so overpowered, her turret's so overpowered, until people just realized, yeah, we should not stand in front of the turret, and then now she's not overpowered anymore. So a lot of this basically just boils down to the fact that I feel like the devs have lost sight of what made the game so much fun, and a lot of people have, you know, agreed with me or disagreed with me in the comments on my previous videos, but I'm basically just making this to say that, like, going forward, unless the devs kind of like pull things back to their roots a little bit, go back to like that fast-paced, long time to kill, I'm probably gonna start to veer more towards Fall Guys content. I'll still make Apex content, you know, three-ish times a week, but I've just been having a lot more fun playing Fall Guys. Really, the last like 3-4 weeks of making Apex content has been absolutely miserable, if I'm gonna be honest with you guys, which I want to be. I want to make this, you know, apparent, because you've supported me for so long, and I don't want to lie to you guys about the direction I'm going to be taking the channel. So I hope you guys stick around for that. I can obviously tell from the numbers that the Fall Guys videos haven't been doing as well, but I, you know, just want to keep up with them and try to make a name for myself in that scene, in that regard. Just because I feel like the Apex scene is on its way out, I guess, and I kind of want to be ahead of the curve when there's not that much of a player base on it. I can put up a graph for you guys on screen to show the amount of views that have been following Apex over, you know, its whole lifetime, and you can see that it's pretty near the worst that it's ever been. So unfortunately, just things aren't looking that great for Apex right now. I think them just recycling limited time modes at this point is a last ditch effort to kind of bring people back, but it's too late. You know, we've been talking about like the arcade mode, or at least I've been advocating for an arcade mode for probably about a year now, and it took us a year and a half to get duos, and it's taken us, you know, 20 months to get crossplay. Like, there's only so long that I can sit around and defend Respawn. Like, you know, stuff's got to get done at some point, and this is very negative, but I just, you know, I want to move towards more of a positive area, which is why I want to go to Fall Guys. There's a lot of chances to, you know, make like theories and lore and skin videos and all kinds of customization and fan-made stuff and playing with fans. So I think that there's a lot more of a greener future over there. So that's it. Those are my complete thoughts on Apex right now as a whole, and just the direction that I want to bring the channel. So I really appreciate you guys sticking around till the end of the video. I'm not going to completely, you know, go cold turkey on Apex. As I said, I'm still going to be putting out videos here and there, you know, when something interesting happens, or if I see something cool that I want to talk about on Twitter or, you know, online or something like that, I'll come back to it. But the primary focus is going to be on Fall Guys, because making daily content is like my thing, and literally the reason that I haven't been making daily content is because I cannot for the life of me find something to talk about for Apex. And yeah, I just didn't want to start putting out multiple Fall Guys videos in a row until I updated you guys on what I wanted to do with the channel. So again, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video and the kind of content that I make sure you hit the like button. That way you'll help me out in search results. And if you hit that red subscribe button, you can help me get to 30,000 subscribers. I would really, really appreciate that. But until next time, guys, take it easy.